Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Cosplay Bound Gaming. Yes, we are cosplay bound, and we're going to talk about a gaming related video today, a topic. And the question is, now I know a lot of people ask this, can you game on a Mac? And the short answer to that is yes, you can game on a Mac. The question is, do you want to game on a Mac, right? Should you game on a Mac? Let's get into that. The answer to that is you should game on whatever device that's comfortable for you that you want to game on. Now, there's this thing, where, you're either one or the other, right? You're either a PC gamer, you're either a console gamer, you're either a Mac person, a Mac fanboy, whatever the case may be, right? But in reality, games are games. Play it on whatever you want to. You're still a gamer if you do, right? Remember that. Now, I'm personally a console gamer. I grew up with consoles. I grew up with PlayStation, So it started with NES, and then it went to the PSX, which is the first PlayStation. So um, I was never much of a PC or Mac gamer, right? I've stuck with console, and that's what's comfortable for me, right? But I do play games on my Mac. There are a few games that I do play on it, and it runs fine and smooth, right? Um, I have a Windows machine. I have a PC that I play games on too. It's an old Dell Optiplex, with Windows XP, solely for playing games from like 1998 to 2007, right? And they run fine on that. You could play games on anything, really, anything you want, Game Boy, whatever. Do what's comfortable for you. Yes, there is Steam for Mac. You can download Steam for Mac, and there are Mac games on there. However, there isn't as many games on a Mac than there is on a PC. The only issue is that there's not as many games on a Mac than there is on a PC. That's factually true. There isn't. There's really no benefit or cons to playing games on a Mac. There really isn't. It's just you do or you don't. There's Steam on there. You can download Mac games on Steam. So it's either it's going to run it or it's not going to run it, or you prefer PC. That's it. That's the nitty gritty of it. However, back to what I was saying before, I am a firm believer that each thing, like a Mac and a PC, they have things better suited for them. Like, for instance, I'll tell you. Now, these are my opinions. I'm not basing this on facts. I'm basing this on my opinion only. I think that Macs are better suited for creativity, like music creation, video editing, photo editing, stuff like that, right? That's perfect for a Mac, and that's what I basically use my Macs for, is creation, right? Now, PCs are more suited towards gaming, right? That's what it is in gaming development. That's just my opinion, right? So while you can do both on both systems, right? You can do creation on a PC. You can do video editing and photo editing on a PC, right? You can do anything on anything, right? So that's not the issue. The issue is, like, I just think that things are better suited for each individual device, right? For Mac or PC. Again, that's just my opinion. You can do things on each of them that you can do with the other, but that's just my opinion. I prefer to do creation on Macs than on a PC. I prefer to game on a PC. All right, let's just make that clear. But I do still play games on a Mac. So the whole, in conclusion, right, is that you can play games on Mac. Don't let these people tell you otherwise. Oh, you can't play games on a Mac. Who plays games on a fucking Mac? You can't play games on Mac. PC only or console. No, you still can. You still can. It just if you want to. That's all it comes down to, is if you want to and if the game will run on a Mac. Those are the only two things you can. So I don't see what the debate is, really. Yes, you can't change out components in a Mac, or most Macs you can't change out components. Okay, we got that. You can't change out graphic like cards or RAM sticks that easily because most of them are soldered into the damn boards. Okay, okay. But the fact of the matter is that I believe that PCs are more suited for gaming than a Mac, but Macs are more suited for creation. That's just my thing. So if you're a Mac user, if you're more comfortable on a Mac and you're thinking, oh, can I game on it? Yeah, of course you can. Just download Steam and download some games. You can surely game on it. That's no problem. So don't be afraid to experiment on your Mac, because most Macs nowadays are pretty well built and they can run games pretty damn smoothly, especially with their M1, M2 chips and all that. I mean, they're pretty good. So, um, and I've tested games on both the Mac Mini and the Mac Studio, and they both work perfectly fine. I've run like Subnautica Below Zero on both of them. They work perfectly fine. Anything down to like older games, like I believe I have to. There's this one game called Off Peak, right? It's a simple game. It's not demanding at all, but it runs great. The sound quality is great on it, and you can really push your settings, uh, and it'll still run smooth on a Mac. Uh, so that's my take on whether or not you can game on a Mac or not, because you can. It's all dependent on if it can play it and if you want to. You know, I play on everything. I play on consoles. I play on PC, and I play on a Mac. So for me, there is no, I play on everything. Uh, but I do play mostly on consoles and a PC, mostly, right? And I do dabble on Mac sometimes. But I usually use the Mac for creation purposes only. So that's just how it is with me. So anyway, that's it for this video, folks. I hope this was informational to you, and informative, whatever the word is. I don't care. I'm tired. I'm tired and it's hot. So, yep. The next video, be on the lookout, will be about cosplay. Yes, finally a cosplay video, right? With a channel called Cosplay Bound Gaming, right? So, be on the lookout for that, and we'll see you next time here on Cosplay Bound Gaming. Yes.